Hello again, everybody. This is Richard Kinney, head web guy here at Your Web Guys, and it's time for another Webmaster Minute. Last week, we talked about SaaS, software as a service, and today I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, but in a way that you might not think about. SaaS can also be different services that you don't pay for, but it's still software as a service. A good example is Google Analytics. Most of you have probably been on analytics for a while if you've had a website for any amount of time, and you're probably a little familiar with it because analytics has been around for a while and it's a free service and it's wonderful. It's a lot of good data. Problem is, it's shared data. It's data that Google has been collecting and using for their own, sometimes nefarious reasons. That's why you're seeing the little, this site use cookies button on all these websites. The European Union decided that we all needed to know that data was being collected on us. And that's because of Google Analytics. Now, Google Analytics has 4 iterations, and most everybody is on Google Analytics 3, which is the universal analytics. Here very soon, they're going to switch, or actually they already have started to switch over to GA4. Now, GA4 is Google's answer to the concerns that like the European Union has and other people have on data being saved on all of us. And so they're collecting data in a totally different way. This is not great for small businesses because you kind of have to know what you want to know. And most small businesses have no idea what information they want to collect before they need it. So, a year and a half from now, you might think, hey, I want to know how many, 18 to 25-year-olds hit our website using an Android device. And you can go back and look that data up in the analytics that used to be around, universal analytics from previous. Now, though, with GA4, you have to create events. You have to say, I want to know how many people do this. I want to know how many people do that. And if you don't set that up beforehand, it's not going to be tracked. So it's much, much more cumbersome for small businesses. For larger marketing firms and big business, it's perfect. It's great. They can get very, very granular, very specific data that they need. But for a small business that has no idea what data they might need in the future, it's not that great. Add to that Analytics 4, because it's so different, all of the data that you have collected in the previous versions of analytics is about to be deleted. Yes, that's right. It's about to be deleted. All that data that you've collected over all these years, it's about to go poof. This is a problem. It's going to happen in about 6 months from the date of this recording, unless Google decides to do something different. And there's been rumors that they are going to push that back, but it's best to plan ahead now. What we're doing for our clients is we're installing a self-hosted analytics system. So this is different than server tracking, where it's just kind of tracking the amount of traffic that hits on your website. It's exactly the same, well, almost exactly the same as analytics, GA3 and before, but it is self-hosted. So it's your data. You wouldn't have to put up cookie notifications if you did business in Europe, if you're collecting that data and not sharing it. And that's the key to it. The other thing that's nice is, just like all SaaS, it's best because you don't have to worry about somebody else owning it and doing something different that you aren't aware of. The other thing that's nice about this system is we can download all of that previous data that you've collected in Google Analytics, other versions, and bring it into that system so that you don't have any gaps in your data collection. So I'm going to put a link down in the bottom on our SaaS Detox connection so that you can go in and schedule a meeting to talk more about this if you want to know more about it. But ultimately, you need to get a new analytics tracking system that's going to either replace Analytics 4 or you need to get used to Analytics 4. So think about that. Again, if you have any questions, please give us a call. You can call us at 877-WebGuy1, or you can always email us at support@yourwebguys.net, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have, even if you aren't a client, just like always.